I say, I say, I say, I say. How y'all doing today? We're in the second day of Libra. It's Friday the 8th. It's Friday the 8th. We're in the second day of Libra. It's 4:04 in the AM. I usually start these videos at 4:44. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing something a little different. I'm just laying down, doing the knowledge. You know, actually, I'm not laying down. I'm sitting up, but I got it in the dark because I had a few dreams. Yes, the gods granted me with a few visions last night. You know, on the physical, on the seventh day, on the physical, Thursday, teacher of the gods, I had all right. You know what I'm saying? I had an all right day. It was kind of crazy. I feel like the humans was acting their self. It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call the humans on that day, the second day of Libra moon, the second day of this new Libra moon. We're gonna call the humans Earthlings. Alright, we're gonna call them Earthlings because they was really like running around. They was really running around acting up. This video is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a quick one. Who is this? This is the voice of wealth. We're gonna call it that. I'm not gonna give y'all no name today. This is the voice of wealth. This voice of wealth is coming on this day of wealth. Shakor. Shakor. I say to my righteous ancestors, I say to my righteous spirit guides, I say to the righteous ancestors. This is gonna be a quick video. Now, I had a dream, right? The gods granted me with this vision where I was in this apartment. My brother was there as well. And I stole something from someone. I stole some marijuana or something out of a giant's apartment, right? I stole some marijuana out of a giant's apartment. And it was a giant. If you see somebody like 7'7", trust me, it's a giant. It might be a baby giant, but it's a giant. You know, it's somebody I knew. I still know him because I know he's still around. I haven't seen him in years, but for some reason, I stole something from him out of his apartment, and he didn't see me do it. And the crazy thing about it is that I don't steal. I don't know how to lie, cheat, nor steal. It's not in my DNA. My head was not shaped like that. I tried to steal something when I was younger. Me and my cousin, we used to go to this supermarket out in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Couldn't have been no more than 11 years old. And we would go to the supermarkets and pack bags. the manager would let us pack bags. We would go outside, we would pack bags, and we would also help people to their cars. I say to Genevieve Brown, I say, she would take us to the supermarket with her. Pardon me, y'all. She would take us to the supermarket with her while she was shopping. And I don't know, the manager saw my grandmother and, they took kind to us too. And they would let us pack bags while she was shopping. And she would always tell us we better not act up in this store. And we didn't act up. Not at all. So what happened, right? This is reality. This is not a vision. This is not a vision from the gods. This is a reality because I say to Genevieve Brown. I say Papa Brown. I say Gertrude Brown. I say that's my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather. But we talk about Genevieve taking us to King Cullen Supermarket out in Southside Jamaica, Queens. So what happened, right, is, we would go out there by ourselves sometimes. It got to the point where we was going out there by ourselves to go food shopping. Well, not food shopping, to go hustling, we would call it, and packing bags. It was probably like 2 miles from our house. So on this particular day, I called myself getting ready to go steal something. I'm not going to say who else was with me and what they did to protect the innocent. So, I walk inside the supermarket, right? And instead of going to go pack bags and do what I normally do, I wanted some gum. I wanted some double mint gum, y'all. They say that double mint gum, that represents the twin flame. Because they got the arrow going in each direction. Pardon me again. You have the double mint gum with the arrows on it going on each directions. And that represents the twin flames. Genevieve is a Gemini, and she represents the twins, right? She represents the twins. So Genevieve wasn't there, and I was trying to get that gum. My dad had bought me, shout out to Cool Breeze. My dad had bought me a coat, and it had like a double breast on it, where it had the front part zipped up, and then it had another part that closed up. So when you zip it up and then you close it up with the buttons, when you open it up, it looked like the jacket is still open. I'm only 11 years old. 1 and 1 is 2. But if you look at those 2 ones, that's the twins. It's something about the twins. My grandmother had twins. Identical. My 2 uncles. Now, as I'm trying to go in the store to buy this gum or to take this gum, I grabbed the gum and I put it inside my jacket and I zip it up. And I said, they're not going to see me take this. They're not going to see me take it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbutton this part and it look like my jacket is open and they don't see nothing. 11 years old, y'all. Yeah, 11 years old. That's how we think. That's how I was thinking. I should have been packing bags. I should have been helping people to their car. But on this day, I wanted that double mint gum. Oh, I was going to get it all right. Oh, yeah, I was going to get it. So I grabbed the gum and I got it in my jacket and I got the front part of my jacket zipped up and then I had the other part snapped closed. Then I opened up the snap part of the jacket so it looked like my jacket was open. As I'm walking to the register, to pass the register, to go past the registers, you know how the supermarkets look. I'm walking past the register and I'm going past the registers. There's the security guard squaring up with me right there. Head up. It's like he saw everything I was doing, y'all. It's like he saw everything I was doing. I was like, I know he ain't seeing me. I know he ain't seeing what I'm doing right now. That's what I was saying in my mind. So as I'm walking up closer and closer to, it's like he was a magnet. Like, in his mind, he was like, get over here. I was like walking towards him because I ain't got nothing. My jacket is open. He can't see nothing. But I'm holding the gum pressed against my jacket. I'm holding the gum pressed against my jacket near the open part. And no sooner than I got close enough to the security guard, the gum fell right out my jacket. It was a big pack of double mint gum. I think it was like a 12 pack or a 13 pack. I don't know how many they be having in the pack, but it's a whole bunch of pieces of gum up in there. And the gum fell out my pack. It was the green pack. You know, the green double mint gum pack? I could still see it in my mind. As I'm telling y'all this vision, this dream, I'm seeing it go on. And when the gum fell, the security guard said, "What are you doing?" I was dumbfounded. I was speechless. I had nothing to say. I was busted. He grabbed me and said, "You come with me." And he brought me to the side of the store. He didn't even take me to the back. Maybe that was a key that he was going to let me go. I didn't know. I thought I was going. I was like, the cops going to come get me. They're going to put me in jail. I'm going to get locked up for stealing gum. A B&E on some gum. Breaking and entering on some gum. So he scared me. He said, "I should call the cops on you." I wasn't listening to the words. He said, "Should. You know you can go to jail for this?" Oh, man, I was shaking in my boots. I wasn't worried about jail. I was worried about my grandmother and my father finding out because they did not raise me like that. Oh, boy, I was going to get it. I could smell the leather belt. I could smell the leather belt. I knew they was coming to that store to come get me, and I was going to be in some serious trouble. Not only that, I was going to get humiliated, and I wouldn't even be able to come up there and pack bags no more. Pardon me. I wouldn't be able to come up there and pack bags anymore. So what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I just looked. I was quiet. I ain't say nothing. He said, "I'm going to let you go this time, but you're not allowed to come back in this store anymore." And he marched me over to the front of the store, and we walked out the opening door because they had the doors that you had to open. Because that was one of the first things I used to do. My grandma would say, "Oh, go open the door for the lady." They didn't have the magnet. I think they didn't have it. The magnet strip that opens the door for you when you walk. Somebody will give you a quarter for opening the door for you. They'll give you 50 cents, $1 for helping you to their car. If you pack their bags, you get a quarter, 50 cents, whatever change that they could spare, they would give you. By the end of the day, if you worked long enough, let's say you went in there at like 3 o'clock after school and you worked till like 5 o'clock just before it get dark. Yeah. Make yourself a good $13, $7, $8. Sometime if it was on the weekend, a Saturday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you could make you a good $20 if you worked hard that day. But yeah, y'all, I was busted. I told y'all I don't know how to lie, cheat, or steal. My physical composition gave me up. Don't steal, y'all. Go out there and work hard for it. Do what you got to do. I messed up a good thing. Now I sneak by the store when that security guard wasn't on and working. And I would go up over there and I would pack bags Well, actually, I wouldn't even pack bags. But I would stay outside and I would help people to their car. I had got cut off from packing bags because I knew if that security guard saw me, I was done. So I had to stay outside. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed that. But that was to get into, I don't know how to lie, cheat, nor steal. So back to this vision that the guards granted me with me stealing this weed from this giant. No lie, y'all. This dude, I used to call him Big Man. I stand next to him. He had to be the size of Shaquille O'Neal. He had to be. He had to be the size of Shaquille O'Neal. But what happened, right? In the dream, I was stealing from him. For some reason, my brother lived in these like condos, townhouses, and I was able to get inside through his window and climb in through and go inside the giant's window without nobody seeing me or knowing that I did it. And I did that, and I saw the weed, and I grabbed the weed, and I took it. And I left, and I climbed back through the window, and I went through the other way, and I came out through my brother's place, and it was like nobody never saw what happened. It looked like I never was in there, nothing. And after I did that, I came back, and I was on the other side. And I felt like shit. I felt bad. I was like, why did I do that? I don't even steal. It's like I was someone else. I was like, I don't steal. I was like, I don't know how to lie, cheat, or steal. I was like, what's going on? Like, why am I stealing this? Why did I do that? And I felt bad. I wanted to put it back. And when I was going to go put it back, I looked. I said, oh my gosh, it's a camera. It was a camera watching me. Oh man. Because I was going to go back through the window, through my brother's house. And I was going to go and climb through the window and climb through the roof and go through the other side where his window was and go in there and, put the weed back where I saw it. And as I was going to go do that, I saw the camera. And while I was going to go do that, I was like, man, they already see me on the camera. If they look at that camera, they're going to see that I stole. He's going to know that I was in his house and I stole. But then my mind started playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. Shout out to the Ghetto Boys. Yo, I was like, hold up. That's not the camera in the house. I don't know if he has a camera in the house. That was the camera in the hallway. You know how you have hallways? That's the camera for me walking from the hallway. But then my mind started playing again. I was like, wait a minute. They might still have some other cameras. So as I'm going to go check out if it was other cameras, my brother calls out. Yo, that's you? Is that you? I said, oh, yo, what's up? I'm not going to say no names to protect the innocent. But yeah, I was like, yeah, it's me. What's up? He's like, hey, man, what you doing? I had wanted to speak to you about something. I said, I know he ain't found out already, but I didn't hear that voice tone. I ain't hear that voice tone. He's like, I want to show you something. So when I looked, he had this beautiful baby pit bull puppy. It was the same color as my daughter's rabbits. It's like a brown, like a light brown and white, spotted. Like a spotted Mackenzie dog, but it didn't have no spots on it. It was like, it was like brown and white. Not a cow's skin be looking like how that, yeah, like that. So I was like, oh, look at him. I said, that's a cute little puppy. Wow. He said, yeah, man. He said, remember that dog I had named Sheba? I said, yeah. I think it was Sheba. I think the dog name was Sheba, but I used to always mix it up with Sheba. But in the dream, I heard Sheba. I think it was Chiba, y'all. I think he was good because they called marijuana Chiba. I was like, yeah, he's a cute pit bull. He said, I'm going to name her after my other dog, Chiba. And I had put my hand on her and said, hey, Chiba. Hey, Chiba. So what happened, right? He was introducing me to his little puppy pit bull. I was all happy. I felt like that was the moment I should have told my brother what happened because he was in a good mood and he would have probably knew what to do. I didn't know. That ended that dream. I left out of that dream. I don't know where I went. That's how lucid dreaming go. You be in one dimension and then you go right into the next dimension. Check it out, y'all. The gods granted me with another vision. Yeah, they granted me with another vision. This one actually happened in the daytime when I was resting. I just got off work and I was taking a nap. I was laying down taking a nap and I was riding, right? In the dream, I'm riding. I'm in my car, I'm driving. I'm in my fast car. You know, like Tracy Chapman? That's her name, Tracy Chapman. I got a fast car. I got a ticket to anywhere. Yeah, I'm on the highway, yo. I'm rolling. Nah, that song wasn't playing. Shout out to Tracy Chapman. So I'm in my car and I'm driving, right? I got this bird with me. We flying on the highway. She's telling me to slow down. You're going to miss the exit. I was looking at the bird. I was like, yo, I know what I'm doing. So I'm driving. So as I'm driving, it's like I see my exit, but I don't get off. I just keep going. I'm like, yo, I'm still looking for my exit. In the dream, it's like I'm still looking for my exit. I'm just driving. I'm driving. I heard the word Cambridge. Somewhere in there, I heard the word Cambridge. So as I'm driving, I'm like, yo, I realized that I missed my exit. The bird ain't say nothing. She just looked at me. So I'm like, why did I miss my exit? I'm like driving, and it's almost feeling like I'm going to crash or something like that, the way I'm driving. So I'm like, yo, I got to pull over. So I'm driving. Ugh, pardon me, y'all. I just got up, y'all. I'm quickening. So I'm driving, and as I'm driving, right, I go over here, and I'm driving, and it's like the exit ended. It just ended. It's like I was in wreck. I never remember getting off the highway. I was just driving straight, and it's like I ended up in this neighborhood. In this neighborhood, it's like I had parked the car. I was like, where am I? It's like, how did I get here? The bird was like, I don't know where you at. It was a blue jay, y'all. I was with the robin. The birds be with me. In the dream, the bird was with me. It was a blue jay. I got these 2 blue jays in my neighborhood that be following me around. There's 2 of them. I be seeing them. They be flying. When I was driving in reality, this real world right here, I was driving the other day. The blue jay like flew in front of my car. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I said, you want to come with me for a ride? You know what I'm saying? So we riding around, right? We riding around. In reality, she just flew by my car. But in the dream, she got in the car with me, right? The blue jay got in the car with me. And I'm riding, right? So like I said, I got off. I never got off no exit. We just drove straight. And it's like I went from the highway just straight into this neighborhood. So I got out the car, right? I don't even remember parking. It's like that's how lucid dreaming is. Like you just be there. I'm remembering my dreams. Crystal clear. Shout out to my ancestors. I told my ancestors, I said, help me remember my dreams. I say, my spirit guides, help me remember my dreams. If you having trouble dreaming, yo, you drink you some water. And you speak to your ancestors. You ask your ancestors to help you remember your dreams. And they will grant that to you. I declare, I said, I said, I declare and I decree that I remember my dreams. That's why I'm kicking it to y'all right now. Whoever see these videos, man, I need y'all to help me out. No, help me out. Tell me what these dreams mean. I know what they mean, but I want to hear from y'all because sometimes it's better to get a second opinion. So yeah, I get out the car. Me and the bird, we get out the car. She flies off because I don't see her no more, but she right there. She right there with me. You know how Blue Jays are. It's like, pshum, she had to go fly over there. Pshum, she had to go fly over here. So as I'm walking over, I see this like expensive Chinese restaurant. It's like right there in my sight. I see the people sitting down, waiting to be seated. One of the people, I think it was the host or whatever, or the bus boy, or the waiter. You know how they was very sharply dressed. The waiter had on all black with a white shirt, and it looked like he had on a bow tie. And he was saying to me, do you guys want to be seated? And I was like, I just need some directions. But the bird was like, yeah, she wanted to be seated. I was like, what the? So she went and sat down like she was going to be seated. I ain't say nothing because I was still trying to get directions. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to find some directions out of here. You know, I was on the highway and I don't know how I ended up here, but I missed my exit. Can you tell me how to get to this exit? He was like, yeah, sure. Give me a second. You got to speak to that guy over there. So when I looked over, it was another guy. He had on black pants, white shirt with a white suit jacket and a black bow tie. He was dressed a little different. I was like, he looked like he was the manager. Remember, these are Asians. They were Asians, y'all. Yeah, they were Chinese or Philippine or Japanese. I'm not certain. What was Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee, that's my sensei. That's my spiritual sensei, y'all. He be teaching me karate. But yeah, it was Bruce Lee. But the Bruce Lee that I saw, right, that the gods granted me with, the Bruce Lee that I saw, he was older. He was old because the Bruce Lee that I remember was young. Right? Shout out to Kareem Karate School, Southside Jamaica, Queens. Pardon me. Southside Jamaica, Queens. Right over there on the side of the there's a graveyard on the side. Little small graveyard with a church all the way in the back. Anybody that know Jamaica Avenue? It's still there, y'all. It's still there. But Kareem's Karate School ain't there. They had a little corner store right on the corner, right there. And Kareem Karate School stood in the middle. He had the basement. You had to walk down the stairs. In the basement, I think it was some apartments upstairs. And me and my cousin, we used to go to Kareem's Karate School. We couldn't afford to be in the classes, but Kareem still taught us. He would let us sit and watch, and we would watch. You know what I'm saying? He would show us some moves. And I remember one day, Kareem was showing us the pictures on the wall. And I had a lot of questions. I used to ask questions all the time. Anytime it was like a seminar or a karate event, he invited us to come sit down and watch. We were good children. So anyway, this is reality, y'all. This ain't a dream. This is reality right now. I'll let you know when it's a dream, and I'll let you know when it's a reality. So this is reality check right here. So Kareem, right? What he did is he would let us come in there and watch the karate, and he would show us some moves. So on one particular day, he was showing us the pictures on the wall. And I got questions. I was like, who that? Because that looked like Bruce Lee. He said, that's Bruce Lee. Kareem was Chinese. He said, that's Bruce Lee. He said, that's my teacher. I said, oh, you know Bruce Lee? He said, yes, when Bruce Lee was here with us, he used to teach me. That's why I have a karate school myself today. I was like, wow. Kareem, you know who Kareem looked like? Kareem looked like Bolo. But he wore glasses. Yeah, Kareem looked like Bolo. Bolo was Bruce Lee's arch enemy. I used to like Bruce Lee, and my cousin, right? He used to like Bolo. Bolo was kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Fat. Not fat, but like kind of stockier than Bruce Lee. But Bruce Lee was like mad, cut up, and muscular. My cousin thought he was Bolo, you know, because he was bigger than me. Yeah. So yeah, that's my little story on Kareem Karate. Again, shout out to Kareem Karate School. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to me. Another thing at Kareem Karate School, when they wasn't doing any shows or nothing like that, any seminars, karate shows, because they used to have competitions and stuff with different people. I've been through a couple of the competitions. Well, they also used to rent out that basement for people to have parties and throw jams and stuff like that. So my cousins, not my cousins, my uncles, my twin uncles, they would do shows. They had all of DJ equipment. They was rocking it, y'all. They was rocking it. They used to do shows at the USA skating ring. All of this is on Jamaica Avenue. But Kareem's Karate School was on Jamaica Avenue, and you had to go further down to they call it Gaillard Boulevard now. Back then it was Newport Avenue. They had a USA skating ring on Newport Avenue. But let me get on to this dream, y'all. Because I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to give y'all part 2 later. I'm going to finish this up because I don't want this to cut off on me, all right? Something telling me to shut this down. Because I did a video like on the 5th, just before the Libra moon, and it shut down on me because the battery ran out or something. I don't know what happened. It shut down on me, and I thought it was still going to let me download it. So, yeah. As I walk up to the Chinese guy, it was Bruce Lee. I know it was him. I didn't recognize him in the dream as Bruce Lee, but now I know. He had gray hair, turning white, mostly white and gray, and a little bit of black in there. And it looked just like Bruce Lee, but he just had hair. He had facial hairs, a little bit of facial hairs going, and you could tell that he was older. So anyway, he says to me, "May you be seated?" I said, no, I'm looking for some directions. And then he looked over at the bird I was with. She was sitting down like she was ready to eat. So I was like, yeah, I got lost. I'm driving on the highway and I ended up here. He said, I see. He said, all right, come this way. He was going to go sit me down like I was going to go sit down. And I was like, nah, I just need directions. I'm not eating. He's like, I know. Just come with me. And as I'm coming, I noticed that he's writing down some information, and he handed it to me. And I was up, y'all. That was it. I was up. That was the end of that dream. I say to my master teacher, my sensei, Bruce Lee, I say to Kareem and Kareem's Karate School, I say to my cousin, I say to the Blue Robins. Actually, those were Blue Jays I was with that day. I say to the Blue Jay, I say. I hope y'all enjoyed this, y'all. Like I said, I'm not telling y'all no name. I usually come with a name. Pardon me. I come with a name, y'all. I didn't come with no name today. I ain't come with no name. I don't know what to label this, but there's a part 2 to it, y'all. Peace. Peace, y'all. I got to go to work. I start work at 5 o'clock, 5:30. I don't know what time it is. I started this video at like 4:04. And I'm about to get ready for work, y'all. I say, shout out. Shout out to YouTube, y'all. Thank you for putting these platforms out here. Instagram, I'm going to come see y'all soon. I got to learn how to work it, though. Peace.